to 7 on the West Coast, 9 to 10 on the East Coast, and all over the world. You can hear us on the satellite. You can hear us on the Rents radio network. You can hear us through sacredmysteries.com, or you can go to my website, jayweidner.com, and you can hear us through there, too. And you can hear the archives, the Smoke and Mirrors radio archives on go to the School of Sacred Mysteries. You can hear it there. And you can, if you want to write me a question or anything, you can write it to editor@smokeandmirrorsradio.net. You can also hear see our schedule and things there, etc. One thing I've learned about this show is that 1 hour flies by really fast, so I don't want to get into too much of a introduction here, because I want to get right to the meat of the matter. About 20 years ago now, I was having a conversation with a person who will remain nameless, but who is a semi-famous philosopher. At the time that I was talking to him, I did not know that this person was the court philosopher for the New World Order. And I had a lengthy conversation with him, and one of the things I asked him was, what did he think was going to happen over the next 20 or 30 years? And he said that the governments of the world were going to unite to subdue male aggression, and that the most dangerous thing on the planet was male aggression, and that was their number one goal. And I asked him, well, how are they going to do that? And he said, through societal control and drugs. And I didn't know what to make of it then. And now here I stand, almost exactly 20 years after that conversation, and I can say without any doubt that this unnamed philosopher, who has rubbed shoulders with the greatest of the greats in the New World Order, absolutely knew what he was talking about. And that's why I have invited Henry Makow to be on the show tonight, because he writes extensively about what is going on to males. And people who listen to this show know that I'm very concerned about what's going on with males. If you want to find out about Henry Makow, go to savethemales.ca for Canada and read up on his stuff. There's a great article today about, well, I'll let you go read it. It's the top article. It's a really good article. Not about males, but it's still very good. Anyway, Henry, are you there?
Yes, I am, Jay.
Well, I really say it's a real honor to be talking to you. You really, in your writings, you really have truly analyzed the situation, and you understand it better than most, including some of the dangerous anti-Semitism that's going around right now, which really concerns me. So let's get to males and what happened to us. You know, when I was a little kid, a long time ago now, I remember that we would play all night. I mean, my mom would have to come get us at 9, 10 o'clock, and we would just be running and playing outside from the time that dinner ended until dark, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And I don't see any of that going on anymore. I don't see any kids playing anywhere, actually, except in the playgrounds. And I was wondering, is there a fundamental difference going on here between what used to be and what is now?
Well, I am concerned about video games and television, because that's what they're doing if they're not outside playing. I'm not the father of young children anymore. My son's now 23, so I can't really talk about parenting. But yeah, I think video games, the video game industry apparently is just gigantic, and I really think it's pretty much a waste of time, and it's basically got everybody indoors playing with, twiddling their thumbs instead of exercising their muscles. So yeah, that's a concern. But let's take it back to the New World Order and what in general they're trying to do with males. And what they're trying to do is emasculate us. That's quite obvious. They try to emasculate anybody who they perceive as a potential threat. And the way they're doing it is by what they call equality. Now, equality between the sexes. I mean, in the scheme of things, women empower men, and men use that power to protect and look after and love women and provide a secure environment for children to grow. And what they've done is essentially empowered women in a way, so that women are no longer empowering men; they're castrating men by claiming equal power. When you have equal power, you essentially neuter both sexes, because masculinity is defined by power, and when women have power, they become masculine. Power is a zero-sum game. Take away power from men, they become feminine. Now, I can elaborate a little bit more, but I'll just pause and get your reaction.
Well, I certainly agree, and when I look out at culture and I see the men that are being put up to represent the gender, I'm finding it less than satisfying, and in all directions. And I don't quite understand it. I did see a report recently about the pill making women not be as sexually attracted to masculine men. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But it's basically I think the job's being done not mainly chemically, but in the media and
Yes.
in the schools and in advertising. It's all geared to denigrating males and empowering females. Now, in my book, Cruel Hoax, which collects most of my writings, my early writings anyway, about feminism, explains where feminism comes from, and then explains how heterosexuality works and how they're screwing up heterosexuality. I explain that the dynamic between men and women in heterosexuality, in my opinion, is that women trade power for love. In other words, they find a man they love, which means they can trust, to look after them and to keep his bargain, keep the bargain. And they essentially entrust him with their power. And that's how two people become one, because they become a family, they become a marriage, and he's the head, she's the heart. And so, in a sense, this giving up of power, this surrendering of power to a man is what makes a woman feminine. And this using of this power to protect and love and nurture women and children is what makes a man masculine. But now we have a system where women are being taught to seek power instead of love.